One, two, one, two, three.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is emilyjeanne. I hope you're all having a spectacular day. I know we are already in February. Here comes the dog. He is now part of every intro. He literally put himself on my lap. Okay, say your intro. Go ahead and talk to them. Hello, everybody. My name's Cosmo. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the YouTube channel. He's got to be in every video. He is the king. He's the star. Welcome to the YouTube channel. What I was saying is, I know we're into February already, but I did want to make a dedicated video about the books that I read last year and my recommendations. I feel like I used to go through every book I read, but now my list is getting longer and longer. So I'm just gonna kind of talk through the books and my recommendations and what I really loved reading. I'm also gonna kind of go by author, because I feel like I'm starting to find my niche of authors that I love. So that's what we're gonna get into today. Click that subscribe button because it'll really support my channel. So my goal for 2024 was to read 75 books, and I made this cute little bookshelf tracker. I drew this. This is one of the inserts from my Daily Grind Planner. Daily Grind Planner also has a book tracker, which I absolutely love. I made that before they launched their book tracker, but they have where you can print out the covers, which I think is really fun. So I also did that as well to track all of my books. So my goal was to read 75 and I read 80 books, which hearing that out loud seems crazy. I'm gonna say the key, honestly, the key to reading that many books for me personally is the Kindle. I am not sponsored by Kindle. I am not sponsored by Amazon. I am an affiliate with Amazon, but I got this before we went on our honeymoon so that I wouldn't have to carry the bulky books. And I love books. I am I love hard copy books also, what I'm reading, now. But, commuting, so I read the most on my commute to work, on the trains, on planes, and the Kindle is just so easy, and I find it really easy to read, even books that are deeper and harder to get through. I don't know if it's harder to get through, but eloquently written, the Kindle, I'm obsessed with my Kindle. If you have been on the fence about buying a Kindle, this is your time. Buy the Kindle. And they have all different versions. I think mine is the Paperwhite. I absolutely love it. So, and the thing with the Kindle is you can go register for a library card locally, and then they have digital copies that you could, it's like a library book, and you don't have to pay for Kindle, the Kindle Unlimited, if you don't want to. Also, Amazon has a whole list of free books that you can read. So I absolutely love this, and I think this is the reason that I've read so many books. Okay, I have to pull out my phone. I'm also on Goodreads, so if you want, I do a yearly reading challenge on Goodreads. So this is I'll just show you my year of books. So let me start. I'm gonna do top 3. Oh, did I read Fourth Man Iron Flame in 2024? Wow. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna maybe let's do top 5. Maybe let's do top 5. So, all right, in slot number 5, I'm gonna put, this is the author. I have 2 different authors that are romance, kind of the steamy series books. The first author, her name is Louise Bay. I really like her style of writing, and I also like that all of her books are kind of one-offs, which is really nice. It's the romance genre, steamy, that kind of stuff. The other author that I've been really enjoying, where is she? Is Anna Huang. So it's this series, King of Pride. So let me see if you can show. King of Pride, King of Greed. I actually really like that series. So it's kind of romance, not kind of, it is a romance series, but there were 4 books in that series, which I really, really liked. The next author, this is a romance author as well. Her name is Louise Bay. She's got a bunch of one-off books as well that are in the romance category. So those are kind of the 3 that I've been reading a lot of, and they have so many books. They've written so many books those authors. And then my author that I always go to for like thriller or psycho thriller is Frida McFadden. She's so good, and every book is so different, which I feel like can be not the case if you're like strictly like a thriller author or like a romance author. So I read a bunch of different books by Frida McFadden. Absolutely love, absolutely love. She's the best. I feel like I do like fantasy, and then I'll read like a romance book, and then I'll read like a thriller book, and that's kind of like my reading. I can't like read all one genre at once. I get not bored, but I'm like, okay, I need something else. Let me see. Yeah, Frida McFadden. Housemaid is Watching, definitely recommend from Frida McFadden. What else? The Teacher was really good by Frida McFadden. Okay, now let's get into, I'm gonna say these are like my top 2 series at the moment. In second place, do not come for me, everybody. In second place is gonna be Fourth Wing. So last year, I read Fourth Wing and I read Iron Flame, both very good. I liked Fourth Wing better. I feel like Iron Flame was longer to get through, and also I feel like there was a lot more world building, which is fine, right? Like if you're doing a 5-part series, like you need to build the world, and you can't just like have it all be action and fights, and you know. I really love the relationship between Violet and Xaden. Love that. Lots of twists and turns, which was really fun. So I did read Onyx Storm, so that's going to be reviewed when I talk about my 2025 books. But so far, out of the 3, my favorite has been the first one, Fourth Wing. So that's my second place, those 2 books, top reads of the year. And my number 1 slot, and I had the first 2 books in this series for a couple years, and I was like, I don't know, because there's so many. I think there's like 10 books in this series. I was like, I don't know. Zodiac Academy. If you like fantasy and romance, and it's kind of like college level Harry Potter, romance, Game of Thrones, because they're killing people that you love. So this is what the book looks like, Zodiac Academy. There's 10 books, and then there's also extended versions of like from certain characters' perspectives. This is the best series I've ever read. And I think that's also saying something because I have a Harry Potter shelf behind me. It is, I was flying through all 10 books. It is so good. The writing is a little, how do I describe it? Like I did recommend it to a friend, and she was like, once I got past the writing style, she was able to really like hone in. I think that Zodiac Academy is better than ACOTAR and Throne of Glass. I haven't read Crescent City yet, so I'm gonna get there. And better than Fourth Wing. If you've read Zodiac Academy, will you comment down below and let me know if I'm crazy? It's so good. It is so good, and with 10 books, I was never bored. There was always something to shock me. There was like, the author was making decisions and I was like, no, how could you do that to this character? I thought one thing and it was something. It's so good. If you like fantasy, if you like Harry Potter, if you like, you know, like fairies and dragons and fae and evil people, and so it is focused on 2 sisters. Oh my gosh. That is my top read, all of them, and I don't have a favorite. The whole thing. And I was happy with the way that this series concluded, which I feel like is very rare. I feel like a lot of the times, because you care so much about the characters, you're like, oh, I wish they would have ended this, or I wish they wouldn't have killed off that person. You know, you can get very opinionated about like how you feel about certain series and characters. I love the way the series finished. It is so good. So my top recommendation to read if you are looking for a series, or if you're in a book rut, I feel like this is a really good recommendation. Like if you are in a rut and you like can't get through anything, start Zodiac Academy. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, so I think those are kind of like my recommendations for the year. I mean, Zodiac Academy has 10 books, so that's a lot to read. But yeah, so I read 80 books this year, 2024. So I'm pushing my goal to 100 for 2025, and I started that challenge. I think I've already read 12. Let me see what my 2025. Yeah, I read 12 so far, and it's like the first week of February, which is pretty good. I did reread, because Onyx Storm came out, I did reread quickly on my Kindle Iron Flame and Fourth Wing, because I forgot, excuse me, because I forgot everything that happened. So I'm counting those, but like I already knew, so I was just like doing a refresher. But yeah, drop a comment down below. Are you reading? What are you reading? What do you recommend? Are there series that I'm missing out on that I need to be reading immediately? Have you read any of the books that I have talked about? If you have, happy to chat in the comments. I'm so like, I kind of give all this credit to my friend Lexi, when we were on tour together in 2019. She's an avid reader. She always reads like 100 books a year. And she like got me into reading, and I think I read like 19 books that year. And I just, it's much nicer for me to read than to be scrolling on TikTok or on Instagram. Yeah, no, I really, really enjoy reading. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you're gonna start to read any of the books that I recommended. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, click that subscribe button because it'll really support my channel, and I will see you all in the next video.